Hey YouTube, it's Clans3334 back from another YouTube video. Not feeling very well today, guys. And nothing to worry about. Okay. Today I'm going to talk to you. Well, actually, I'm going to switch it around, and I'm going to tell you everything at the end of the video. So here you go. Number one, the 10 things I hate about girls. I'm just giving you a title. Number one, I hate it when you have a friend that's a girl. And suddenly, all of a sudden, if they turn on you, or they're not your friend anymore, they suddenly just tell everyone everything bad that you told her, or secrets, I guess, and it gets really bad. Excuse me. Number two, the second thing I hate about girls, how they dress. They dress terrible, like they're at a half-naked party club, and us guys just go with like a tee and some pants, skinny jeans. But they dress like they're at a half-naked club, and it's unbelievable, especially at school. Middle schoolers, you know what I'm talking about. If you live in America, Florida, Orlando, Kissimmee, doesn't matter. Number three, I hate it how a girl shows you how they like you. I think this girl likes me, I'm not sure, but she keeps throwing food at me. So at the cafeteria, I'm just sitting there, and piece of a cookie would hit my face. And so I would tell the teacher, because I would throw stuff back at them, and then I would be the one that gets in more trouble. So I would tell the teacher, or whoever the freak is standing there, and they would go up to them, and the girls would deny it, and then the teacher would just blame me. And again, they threw chocolate at me, so I have chocolate here and crumbs here. Like, do you honestly think I would do this to myself? Just be like, oh, this feels so good. Oh, I'm just gonna rub it all over my... No. So, yeah. The third thing I hate about girls, in class, how they act is like ridiculously retarded sometimes. Now, I'm not talking about all girls. Some of the girls are quiet, they're mature, and I've got at least 5 people in my class, in my first period math class, who act like that, and the rest 3 are just complete morons. 4, 5, I don't know how much. There's just a lot. Okay, then the fourth thing I hate about girls is how they spread rumors. It's unbelievable what you can do in one day, and it will just transform into something stupid the next day. Now, I know you guys seen a lot of videos about people who are old, and they talk about things they hate about their people, or the guy or the girl or whatever, their girl or their guy. But I'm talking about like young people, like kids, like what you hate. And I'm just making these videos, like, I want some of you guys ask questions like, what's the point of these videos? I'm just like, well, the point of these videos is to see how we deal with other people in a different in our own expressional way. Like, you might not think everything I'm saying is fake. You're like, oh, that's not how I hate girls. I hate them because blah, 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 blah. But anyway, the fourth thing I hate. Did I already say the fourth one? Okay. Fifth. Anyway, the fifth thing I hate about girls is when they triple team you in, like, a comeback fight. They would like, pick out a random kid. It could be me, it could be you, it could be anyone. And then they would just pick on them. And when they do that, it starts to get bad because they bring their whole crew. And for no reason. Like, small story. In science class, 5th period, I would walk past this girl, and she'd be like, ew, stop looking at me, you ugly. And ugly F, I'm not going to say anything. But I'm just be like, what the heck? I just walk past the chick, and this is what she says to me. So then I'm just like, are you kidding me? Can't you act mature for 2 seconds? And then she's like, you're the one that's freaking immature. I'm like, just forget it. Just don't try to deal with these things. Honestly, what you gotta do is, you gotta find a weakness. Like, some girls, how I think of a weakness, okay? The way I think about a weakness is, a girl's either glass or paper. Paper, you can punch it, right? It won't break. I mean, unless you're Rambo or something, or just you've got the strongest fan, you can punch the paper. You can't literally punch a hole through paper, unless it's like being stretched out. Yeah, you can punch it, but you can't do that. Now, you can rip it though, and some girls, their weakness is ripping. But like, ripping is their personal problem. Like a little minor problem, like their hair grows shorter than other girls. That's like a minor. But to her, it's major. That's ripping it. Punching it is like, oh, you've this, you've that, your clothes are crap, blah, blah. And then like glass. can punch it, and I'm not saying you can punch it with your fist. You can punch it with like a rock or throw something at it, or technically just shatter glass. Some girls, you can't rip it, but you can shatter it. Major details that are minor to her in ripping, but minor details that are major details that are minor to her. And if you add a lot of those, that will finally shatter the glass. You know, like a chip at a time. Anyway, number 6. When you are in the friend zone with a girl, or you are just a friend, regular friend, and she would hang out with the friends that hate you, and when you would get picked on, your girlfriend wouldn't help you out. So it's bad. And I hate that, because like, they would be calling me names, they'd be throwing food at me. Your friend's just sitting there just like, not laughing, thinking it's stupid, but she just doesn't do anything. Like, at least just say, hey, give the guy some slack, honestly. He didn't do nothing. Like, I did nothing to these girls. Nothing. Well, I did admit, one girl threw foot at me so much, so I grabbed a cheese and sprinkled it all over her hair. And then I got lunch detention. If you guys know what that is, it's like, there's a stage in the cafeteria, you go sit up on that for the amount of days they give you, the deans and all that, and counselors. So yeah, number 7. If you ever ask a girl if they had a boyfriend, and that girl is secretly being your friend, they would go and tell other girls, and then they'd be like, oh, you like her. Elementary school junk. But it's pretty ridiculous. Then they would change it up a bit and say, oh, this and this, you're dating, blah, 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 blah. It's like, are you... And you wouldn't have a girlfriend, they would come to you and say, you're cheating, aren't you? You're cheating on your real girlfriend. And then, yeah. Oh, I hate this one. Number 8. Some of the guys that are kind of under the popularity level, I'm not saying I am, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like when you lay in a pool, and you can't actually be above the pool. Like some guys, they think they're above the pool, which is impossible. You can't float on pool. No harness. You can't just float. I'm kind of like floating at, like, I'm just floating. That's technically it. Now, people that are diving and are touching the floor pads, or not the floor pads, the floor of the pool, those are like under popularity. But like, if you're like floating on the pool, not above the pool, and above the pool people just try to pick on you, and you would tell them like, oh, I have a girlfriend, yeah, here's a picture of her. You're like, oh, are you with your girlfriend? Is it a rock? And I'm just like, no. This one girl did that to me, and I'm just like, wow, at least I can get a girl or a guy. Wow, oh my god, no. At least I can get a girl, but to her, it's technically, she can't get a guy. But I would just be like, oh, okay, fine, at least I can get a girl, you can't even get a guy. And she's like, yeah, I can. I'm like, yeah, in the mental hospital, because this girl's a lunatic, honestly. I'm not gonna name any names, because if she watches this video, I don't care. Number 9. If you are going to hang out with your friends, and they're gonna criticize you for who you're hanging out with. Like, you're hanging out with that guy? I don't even know him, huh? I don't even know this guy, but I'm gonna make fun of him anyway. And when they do try to pick on your friends, you would back them up, but then your friend would help too, and then more girls would join in. So it's just like, that's number 9. Number 10, they're stressful. Honestly, if you like a girl, and she's shy and quiet, and every time you say her name, she looks at you like, what? That's stressful. Like, I'm just like, hey, what's up? And she just like, like, I'm just like, okay. And I'm not saying this is bad, but like, when a girl is sad, I'm trying to comfort her, you know, whoever it is, sister, girlfriend, just a regular girl, some girl who's having a hard time. And I would also stick up for them. Like, if they're getting bullied, I would just jump in like, hey, leave this girl alone. What's your problem? If she's a new girl in school, why would you even pick on her? You don't even know her, honestly. I would back them up. Honestly, I'm just technically the backup. Like, I honestly should get a pin right here that says back up. Seriously. Help my friends out. Loyalty. Stressfulness, yeah. And the girls that are haters, they are stressful. Downright stressful. They just need to lay off. Alright, now, at the end of the video. Now, I know a lot of people have made videos about people being, like, older. I think I already said this in the middle of the video, but older and talking about things that they hate about their girlfriend or boyfriend. at that type of age, like 18, 20, but I'm talking about like 6th grade through high school. Technically, this is what happens if you're in a bad public middle school. If you go to a private school, you better enjoy that. You better. If you don't, I'm going to come over there, I'm going to make you enjoy it. Because be glad you're not somewhere where everyone's just like this to you every day, you know, and you're just a rock, and they're just picking at you slowly with a pickaxe until you wear away. And suddenly just explode into their face, and then you get in-school suspension or out-of-school suspension because you did something stupid. And then when you try to tell your side of the story, they don't believe you. They just said, you could have told the teacher. Derp, in the middle of that video, I told them that they were throwing food at me. The guy didn't even believe me. Like, who would just come up? Would I just grab a cookie? Tell me this. Leave it. Put it in the comments below. Do you think that someone would be stupid enough to grab a cookie, shove it in their face, and make it and frame people? Put it in the comments below. And tell me what other videos I should make, okay? Thanks. ClanCC4.